Yeah, anyway, it's a good show. So we're
joined. I didn't even see
it was good. We're joined today by Heidi Sanborn. Hi, Heidi.
Good morning.
You are the executive director with California Product Stewardship Council, CPSC, calpsc.org.
See.
Welcome back to the show. Yes.
Love being here.
How's it going today?
It's awesome.
Did you have a good 4th?
I had a great 4th. We were up in Portland, actually.
Oh, nice.
For a wedding, and we had just a blast. Have you ever stayed at McMiniman's hotels?
I have not.
No, but I'm going there on Thursday to see my daughters.
Are you really?
Portland. Mm-hmm.
Well, McMiniman's has restored all these historic buildings up and down Oregon and Washington, and it's almost like the adult Alice in Wonderland. It is
Really?
so much fun, yes. And they make their own liquor. They've got their own Kahlua, their own gin, their own vodka, their own beer. They grow their own food. It's awesome. Every property has great chefs. They've got soaking pools, and it's just so fun. All their resorts.
McMiniman's?
McMiniman's.com, I believe, is their website.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah.
Oh, you should. It's a great getaway for like date weekend.
Right, because we're going to have dinner Thursday night in Lake Oswego. Then we're going to drive through Portland. One of my daughters lives in Portland. One lives in Richfield, just right on the other side of the river.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to stay there. So we'll look that up.
They've got 4 or 5 different hotels there. Restored schools and all kinds of cool stuff.
Wow, great.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just pop in and look around and
absolutely, they love it, and they actually have a passport where you can actually get stamps at all the different McMinimans, and then they give you free things, free stays, and it's just fun.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to check it out. McMinimans.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they're listening because everyone listens to Members.
Absolutely.
So today we are talking about Refuel Your Fun.
Yes.
Which is actually has its own website, refuelyourfun.org. And what, Heidi, is Refuel Your Fun? Tell our listeners about it.
Well, you know how we all, when we barbecue, we've got those big 5-gallon propane containers, and we naturally just take them back for either an exchange or a refill. Well, now we finally can do that with the smaller 1-pound gas cylinders, the tall, skinny one or the short, kind of stubby one.
And you brought both in today?
We did.
And our who's watching us on Periscope can see both of the cylinders.
That's right.
Very nice.
And these are with the U-Haul label.
And you have your U-Haul colors on.
I have my U-Haul colors on. Yeah. So it's really exciting that finally we have a refillable option. So there's a company called Flame King out of Los Angeles.
Right.
And when they got out of their contract with Coleman, they went ahead and redesigned a cylinder so it can be repressurized for up to 12 years.
Wow.
So these things can save you a lot of money, about $130 over the course of their life.
And you said this is in partnership with
U-Haul.
And we actually have some of the callers from U-Haul on today. So we can bring them in, Jerry. Good morning. Can you hear us?
John and Sperry?
Maybe, maybe not.
John Barnett and Sperry Hutchinson, both with U-Haul, are on the line where Jerry's working on bringing him in.
Feverishly.
Huh, Jerry?
He's pushing a lot of buttons.
He's pushing a lot of buttons.
You want us to push some buttons, Jerry?
Well, while we're trying to get them, the exciting thing is that it's a national, large distributor of propane, the largest. And they have agreed, U-Haul, and they've agreed to actually start carrying this all throughout California, all of their propane dealing stores. Not every store has propane, but the ones that do, they are selling, refilling, and exchanging these. So we're making it more and more convenient. We're looking always for more retailers to do that. But how exciting that we had a large national retailer step up and agree to do this.
That's fantastic. Great. And within the state of California.
Right. And our hope is that it works so well here after we educate everybody that this is now an option, that this will spread across the country with U-Haul and also with other national retailers.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Are they on, Jerry?
Most people tend to use the refillable containers. You're talking about sporting events.
Oh my gosh! For tailgating, we're seeing 3,000 to 5,000 at some of these large football events. And if you think about it, with the fire hazard, we're not allowing a lot of wood and open fires anymore. They're using the
especially
gas.
At tailgates.
Yes, especially at tailgates. So that's a lot of wasted metal.
Yeah.
And these things are very valuable metal. There's no reason that they can't be reused. And it was a simple design change. So we have given an award and are giving an award actually to both U-Haul and Flame King for the redesign of these products and for their distributing them, because we didn't have this option before.
And what's the award?
We have Aero Awards. So this will be our 6th annual this year, and we're going to give them away here at the California Resource Recovery Association Conference in Sacramento this year, Tuesday, August 9th. We'd love to have the press come and celebrate these businesses that really step up and do well by doing good. U-Haul is getting our Golden Arrow Award, and Flame King is getting our Green Arrow Award for redesign.
Wow,
but U-Haul's got such a great sustainability portfolio, we actually gave them the Golden Arrow.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were showing us a booklet of a number of the things that they do, which is very impressive. I'm just flipping through it right now, and it's quite impressive.
Yeah, they do everything from they use recycled denim jeans to make their furniture pads.
Right.
They have only biodegradable peanuts because, as you know, those things blow everywhere and get into the water and so forth. And they take your old moving boxes, and if you break them down and bring them in, they have a place where people can leave them and take them for free.
That's excellent.
And that's just part of what they do. And we were very impressed. I mean, they're part of the sharing economy where you actually share a truck.
Yes,
you don't have to buy a truck.
Yeah.
And they make them very energy efficient so that they reduce air pollution, et cetera. So there's a lot of things that U-Haul is doing that we were. And they even have an entire section on product stewardship in their booklet.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, we've had discussions before about the sharing economy, and that's great that U-Haul is a big part of that.
Yeah, I'm an Airbnb host, so
anything yet?
I love that.
Jerry, what do you think?
They also do the they do the larger tank refills as well as part of this program?
Oh yeah, they've been doing that for a long time. This is just adding the smaller tanks now that they're available. And some people, I want to know, they are looking on the internet and seeing homemade videos that are very dangerous to refill the disposables. Please don't do that. They are not designed to be repressurized over and over.
These have gone through a redesign so that they can be refilled.
Yes, they are thicker. The valve is special, and it's much. It is safe. Where the other ones, it's not safe. We have seen videos where people put them in the freezer and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Please don't do that. We care about you.
Yes.
Well, they did those with the bigger propane tanks too. I remember trying
initially
many years ago to go refill one. They go, no, this is not the right nozzle on it.
Right.
So you have to go turn that in.
Right.
So I just went over to Rayleigh's, and Rayleigh's exchanged it for me. And I guess they took that in and probably redesigned the handle on it or whatever.
On that one,
the nozzle.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, the two people we're having from U-Haul, when we eventually get them on here, that Jerry's
trying to give me. He's giving me hand signals that I have no clue what they mean.
Oh, they are on the phone.
So are they? Well, can we hear him? We can't hear him. Hello, John, Sperry, you guys on there?
We can't hear him.
John and Sperry.
Oh no.
Jerry's trying.
It's blinking in here, Jerry.
We see the red light and we see a blinking yellow light next
there.
to it.
It just went off.
They're gone. Okay, hopefully they'll call back.
They'll call back.
Yeah. So how did U-Haul get involved in this in the first place?
Well, we want to thank Cal Recycle, the state agency that does these hazardous waste management grants, because they gave grants to the city of Elk Grove and a regional grant to fund our organization to help them actually recruit the retailers, which gave us the time and the budget to actually contact U-Haul and ask them, would you consider carrying these? We've also been in contact with REI and many other distributors. Some have said yes, some are thinking about it, and some have said no. Like, we really wanted to get AmeriGas and Blue Rhino, but they have not said yes yet. So we're very excited that U-Haul stepped up as the first national.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Camps Propane has also really been a leader in this, and they're a California-wide propane dealer. So we want to thank Camps Propane. They were the first one to label it the Little Camper, and they've got a whole website about it, and they're promoting it, refill, sell, and exchange. So we really appreciate that.
The U-Haul is kind of they're at the forefront. They're kind of leading the way. So
absolutely,
with hooking them on as part of the program, hopefully others will follow, and a little pressure on them as well.
Yeah, and they're cutting everybody a great deal. They're only charging $1.99 to refill these.
Wow, that's great.
So I mean, it's
it's a good savings.
Depending upon where you buy them, they can be $3.50 to $7 a piece. Yeah. So this will really save people a lot of money, and a lot of people the hassle of proper disposal. We've only got 2 hazardous waste collection centers in the area, 3. And these have to be brought there. They can't be thrown in the trash or recycling. So we really, for people, it's a lot easier. It's a lot less hassle to be able to refill.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, are John and Sperry on?
We're here right now.
All right, welcome.
Hey, guys.
Hi. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing great.
So maybe if you want to do a quick introduction of yourselves for our listeners, that'd be great.
Hello.
Maybe.
Jerry? We had them and now they're gone. Oh, sorry about that. John and Sperry. It's still tricky to get the call-in guests, so we're working through that.
Well, John is the propane manager for U-Haul, and Sperry is the spokesperson and product expert for the program. So we've got the two people that are really the go-tos. And John came out, and actually we did press events in Mountain View and here in Sacramento, and Supervisor Don Natoli came out and helped us. We were on NPR, et cetera, really trying to help people understand that this is a new program that we should all be partaking in, especially this time of year, because everybody's out camping, and they've got outdoor heaters that are powered by propane.
Absolutely, yeah.
We've seen scooters. We've seen all kinds of like yard trimming equipment. So there's a lot of uses for these. And
as you mentioned, some of the trades will use them.
Exactly. Plumbers, welders.
For torches and what have you.
Chefs with their creme brulee.
Yes.
That's right.
I gave my favorite chef, Chris, over at Localis, that's right next door to us, great chef, and I gave him one of these filled up so he can test it out for me and help me market it to people. But if we thank the companies that are doing these things by going there, buying their stuff and refilling there, it really will help encourage them, like U-Haul, to expand throughout the whole country. So hopefully California can help them with that.
Now, when you go buy one of those containers, can you refill them up anywhere? Or do you have to go?
No, that's the thing, is they can only be refilled where they have the correct nozzle. These nozzles and the valves have been designed so that not anybody can refill them. It's just the correct nozzle. So it's U-Haul and the dealers on the Refuel Your Fun website, and there's over 150 across the state now.
Okay, are John and Sperry with us now?
That's a pretty important point.
Yes.
That you just can't go anywhere to fill them up.
Right.
Or refill them.
So did it designate that this is a refill station, refill area? Okay, good. Yep. So look for that when you're out there.
Or just go to the Refuel Your Fun webpage. And if you're a business that wants to be a refill station or an exchange location or a seller of these refillables, just contact us. We'd love to get you into the program and put you on the website. RefuelYourFun.org. And you can also get a hold of Heidi at calpsc.org. And Heidi, your email address is? Heidi at calpsc.org.
Right there. That's
HEIDI.
916-706-3420 is Heidi's phone number. She's with the California Product Stewardship Council.
And maybe after commercial break, we'll actually
we'll work on that during the commercial. We're going to go to a commercial and just...
We did hear them.
We did.
We did.
They said hello.
We know they exist.
We gave them 15 seconds on the air.
We did. All right, we're going to take a break. When we get back after the half hour, we'll hopefully have John and Sperry on here to join us. And we're back. You're listening to Beyond the Numbers on Money 105.5 FM, part of the Wall Street Business Network. Rick and I are joined today by Heidi Sanborn.
Hello.
Hello. And on the phone, we've got John Barnett and Sperry Hutchinson. Gentlemen, can we hear you now?
Oh, no.
No. Oh, those poor guys. Keep trying. They're trying.
They're trying.
They're really trying. So John and Sperry are both with U-Haul, and we really want to get them on the air to interview them about what they're doing.
They're calling from Phoenix?
Yeah.
From Phoenix. So it's considerably hotter than it is here in Sacramento right now, since they're having a great little break here in the heat.
Well, we can talk about the parks and things.
Yeah, let's definitely continue on. And
because during the break we were talking a little bit about what the parks and places like campgrounds have to do with spent cylinders. So tell us about that.
Right. So in this country, we have about 40 million disposable 1-pound gas cylinders thrown out every year.
40 million a year. Okay.
It's extremely wasteful. Metal takes a lot of energy, as you know, to make and mold. So when they're empty, what we have to do is we actually have to puncture them. We have to evacuate the gas. We have to crush them. We have to send them to a smelter for melting. And it's all of that for just a few cents of gas.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. So now we can refill and reuse. So I say refill, not landfill.
John and Sperry, you guys with us?
They're almost with us. They're here with us in spirit. There they were. I thought. But they can last up to 12 years, and our parks are really spending a lot of money trying to manage these things. So if you think about when you go camping, how many people leave their gas cylinders? They can't go in the trash. They can't go in the recycling. In fact, in Sunnyvale, they had a fire that burned $7,000 worth of cardboard bales because somebody put one of these tanks into a recycling bin, and when they crushed the bale, the thing blew up. Jeez. So it is a safety hazard for our workers in the industry.
Absolutely.
So we don't want them in the wrong container, but to bring them to a hazardous waste facility is inconvenient for most people. We've only got 3 in this county. We've got Elk Grove, built a brand new one last year. We've got Sacramento North area on Roseville Road and South area on Fruit Ridge Road. But that's not very convenient for most people.
Yeah.
So we buy these refillables, and you can just refill them at convenient U-Hauls and Camps Propane and other locations like Prairie RV, and you don't have to worry about it.
So how much does it cost our national parks to recycle or to have to dispose of each one?
At Yosemite, it's about $1.20 a tank.
$1.20 a tank, and they go through thousands and thousands of those things.
Thousands.
So that's money that could be spent on other
trail improvements in the park.
Yeah, other people. So
yeah,
it's a big waste of money.
Big waste of money of our state money.
Come up with this, and I think that's great that U-Haul has embraced it.
Yes,
and Camps is helping out as well.
Camps Propane. We've got in the Sacramento region. We've got Sac State Outdoor Adventures carries them.
Okay.
Uses them for all their off-site trips for the students. Greenback Equipment Rentals and Harris Industrial Gas out in Citrus Heights, and then we've got Prairie City RV out in Folsom.
Okay.
So we need more,
Yep.
but this is a great start. And we want to thank these businesses by using them, going there, getting these things, and refilling them.
And U-Haul has rolled this out statewide.
Statewide,
right?
Yes, over 120 locations
Throughout the state of California.
Yes.
That's
and
great.
We want to give them all the love in the world for doing it, and then hopefully we can get them to go national once we get this rolled out here.
And Camps as well has done it statewide.
Yes, they've been actually doing it statewide now for over a year.
Okay, so Camps been over a year. U-Haul just started doing it recently?
Yep, just last month.
Last month, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of like future plans,
Yeah.
nationally,
Yes.
so how do you do that? I mean, what's is it just getting these?
My goal is within 5 years, there isn't a single disposable sold in this country. There is no need for them. Why would we have them? It's so wasteful. It's so costly to the state and to the customer. It doesn't make any sense. It's just like the refillable 5 gallons. It should just be the norm.
Right.
So we have to roll it out. We have to make it convenient, and we have to set up a system that's easy for people to use. And if it's easy and less expensive, of course they'll use it.
And how long does it take to refill?
Yeah.
Just seconds.
Yeah, so it's not. It's
So is that
very
more of
easy to do.
a political battle, or is it more of a
No, it's just changes hard for people.
Yeah, change is hard.
And the systems, and trying to convince them it's safe, and all the different questions that come up. So it's going to happen. It's just a matter. I've got people from all over the country calling saying, when are we going to get Refuel Your Fun in Texas and in Minnesota? So I know the demand is out there.
Absolutely.
And people are calling and saying, where can we get it on the internet? And it's just a matter of getting the retail locations convenient enough across states to make this work. So we want, again,
Hey, Heidi, how you doing? This is John Barnett.
All right. John, welcome to the show.
We're here. Thank you. Finally.
Finally.
Yes, we're so sorry for the delays, you guys. We're glad you joined us. Why don't you maybe quick little introduction, John and Sperry, if you could, for the listeners.
All right, I'm John Barnett. I'm the program manager for propane for U-Haul International. I cover the U.S. and Canada as far as propane-related items. And I'm here with Sperry Hutchinson.
Yeah, I'm Sperry. I'm our corporate spokesperson and product expert.
Well, thank you, John and Sperry. My name is Mark Bellows. I'm one of the co-hosts, and my other co-host
is Rick.
We'll just
Mark
say
and
Rick. Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Mark and Rick, and we have Heidi here,
and
as
Heidi,
well,
of course. And so we've been talking about the program, and real curious as to what prompted U-Haul to embrace this program and roll it out in California.
Well, there's a couple of things about that. First of all, the product actually really fits along lines with what U-Haul is about. It's a sustainable product, and we're a sustainable company. As far as our truck and trailers sharing program that we have, our cardboard boxes are all made out of recycled cardboard. Packing peanuts are all biodegradable. Our moving blankets are all made out of recycled denim. So it just really fits alongside with everything else that we currently do with U-Haul. And then personally, I grew up in California. I surfed up and down the coastline of California.
I like it.
And I've barbecued several times with, the little hibachi barbecues right there on the beach, got the board out, and just after a good surf or something like that, grill up some carne asada. And I was, seeing those tanks along the coastline for years and didn't even know that something like this could be available. Then when I took over the program, I learned about the refillable propane tank, and it just, it spoke home to me.
It resonated with you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So there had to be something that we could do. So we took charge on this. It took us a little bit of time to get it out to California, but we got a lot of things figured out, and I think our California launch was very successful.
That's awesome. So how many locations in California do you have that do propane?
Currently, it's 126 that are out right now.
Wow.
We are working on getting these smaller tanks, the 1 pound refillable, in our locations that are not pumping propane, and into our U-Haul neighborhood dealers, which could be thousands.
Wow, that's great. That's a big smile from Heidi on that one.
Yes, he's very happy.
Yeah. And so how much additional, let's say, cost or effort does it take you to get the refillable station in a U-Haul dealer?
Well, the costs are actually pretty minimal. I would say it's mainly on the training side. We want to make sure that everybody's handling propane safely.
Sure.
So, yeah, we want to make sure that everyone's certified. So that's the biggest part on dispensing propane for these 1 pound refillables, is to make sure that everybody's safe.
And how long of training is there? Is it a multi-hour, multi-day kind of class that the dealers go through?
It's mainly a multi-hour, but a lot of our independent dealers are independent business people. So to get them to go away from their primary business for a few hours is kind of tough for some of these people to do. So that's, we got to work out some details there. But we're very close to being able to launch that at our neighborhood dealers and our locations that don't sell propane.
That's great. That's great. So again, a reminder for our listeners, we're talking to John Barnett and Sperry.
Sperry.
It's Sperry Hutchinson, both with U-Haul, and U-Haul is embraced this refillable propane tank for the smaller ones here in California, and it's you guys have been doing it for a little over a month now.
Correct.
And what kind of traction have you seen, John?
Immediately we saw some overnight successes with this. We, right off the bat, saw that we sold over 100 tanks, and then the numbers are just growing every day. I'm getting more reports on more sales going on. More people are refilling them now, so that's good, too, that we're already seeing people starting to actually get the refill on this, and they're starting to come back to our stores for more.
Oh, that's great. So Heidi was saying it's 12-year life out of it. Is that 12 years or 10 million uses or something, or is it?
Well, basically, it's 12 years of refilling, and they have dates on them. But it's obviously safety and how you've stored them. You don't want to refill them when you're resting, et cetera.
Right. Okay.
Sperry, since you're kind of quiet in the background, just from your perspective, can you just talk a little bit about your overall approach to sustainability from your perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. And John touched on it early on. I mean, from the founding of U-Haul in 1945, it's been a company based on sharing goods. We've only got so many resources out there. And so when you get to looking at the economy of scale that we've got, it really is, it just fits right in, from the start of the company. And we've got all these newer products now. Propane is something that we've been doing for a little over 30 years, and so we're just getting better and better at it. But, everything from the adaptive reuse of buildings, where U-Haul goes and buys perhaps an old building in a downtown district that was perhaps sitting vacant and just being an eyesore, and then we get to go in and rebuild it and renew it and turn it into a place where we've got some employment opportunities and a resource for people to move. It's just part of the overall picture of what U-Haul does as a company, which is to share resources and to reuse instead of recycle even.
Yeah, and that's Heidi was telling us a little bit about that earlier, and we are going to have to go to commercial in about 30 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah, also
we're going to take a commercial break and come back. But she talked about the reuse of denim in and then
furniture blankets,
and the reuse of biodegradable peanuts, and you're taking moving boxes back. So this sounds like you guys are doing a lot, which we want to hear a little bit more about when we get back from the break.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you guys stay on the air. You're listening to Money 105.5 FM, part of the Wall Street Business Network. We'll be right back. We're back with your Spirit in the Sky music bringing us in. This is Mark Bellows with Rick Fergerson on Money 105.5 FM, part of the Wall Street Business Network. Beyond the Numbers, and our guests in the studio is Heidi Sanborn, who is Executive Director of the California Product Stewardship Council, and you can get her at Heidi at calpsc.org. And then join us on the phone are John Barnett and Sperry Hutchinson.
They have a hard time with that Sperry.
It's right where the mic is. I can't read it. So John and Sperry with U-Haul, and we're just talking about U-Haul sustainability, Sperry, if you wanted to
Yeah, I was just Sperry. I was just mentioning Heidi loaned us during the show your sustainable mobility today and into the future booklet that you have, and I was complimenting U-Haul on it. It's fantastic. You just need to now add a page for the
refuel your fund.
Yeah, refuel your fund to it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a constant thing with U-Haul is the evolution of how we can better, serve not only our customers but future generations of people. So, but yeah, there's always constant additions to make. So I'm glad you guys noticed that.
Yeah, I like it's very colorful. It stands out. It's I always like when someone shows a little history of U-Haul in terms of where, when it started, and you have your U-Haul pioneer in here. Hap, I guess, is his nickname, maybe?
Yeah.
Was it 45, did you say?
Absolutely, yeah.
So just had a 70th anniversary, I guess, last year, 70th birthday. So congratulations.
Yeah. The company did, absolutely.
Yeah. Not you, I know that.
You haven't been there for 70 years?
Now, guys, are you guys publicly traded?
We are.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious about the because you guys told me I could ask him questions.
Good.
I'm actually very curious about, the sustainability as a sales tool and how do investors view what you're doing with sustainability, and are you doing well by doing good?
Absolutely. I think feel good, do good. It's a win-win when people can feel good about investing in a company that has made it known from day one that we're in the business to be efficient. Our founder Sam Schoen has this. He's got all these great little phrases, but one of them is to do business with what he called E&E, which was economy and effectiveness, and it really speaks to how are you impacting not only your customer, but in terms of their time and their pocketbook, but how are you impacting the environment? U-Haul is a really interesting company. I mean, when I started working here 10 years ago, I had no idea how vertical it is. And the fact that we have our own manufacturing facilities and our own repair shops really speaks to that ability for us to streamline operations. Internally for our own purposes, that's good, but it also allows us to operate in a larger world of just greater efficiency, being able to use the resources that we've got. So this philosophy is really sort of ingrained in us, and the recycled materials are just a bonus. Being able to reuse material, it's just what we do.
Yeah, that's great. And so this refuel your fund just fits right in with that very well.
Absolutely.
And the thing I like is it's good business as far as getting return customers. You've got happy people, and they have a reason to come back. And then they might make another purchase, and they might notice something else that they can get from U-Haul. Because, as I said, I did not know a lot of what they were doing, and I'm now telling all my friends, hey, if you've got extra boxes, drop them off. Buy some, get some the biodegradable packages, or if you're moving, get your fabric from there. They're using them recycled denim. So it's very impressive to me, everything you guys are doing, and it's just part, as you said, of your ethos. But I did not know that until we actually had the press conference with them.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's one of those things where people don't really think about U-Haul until it's moving day.
Right, right.
Walk to the U-Haul store, and everybody has this experience where they go, oh my God, look at all these things, these items not only for sale, but as you mentioned, Heidi, the take a box, leave a box program is such a great thing. It's just, it's the idea of the take a penny, leave a penny jar, but with boxes. Just passing along that good from customer to customer. It's such a simple thing, but it's such a huge advantage, and we're not getting anything out of it other than just helping our people.
No, I think that's important to support. I mean, you're supporting your community by doing those types of programs, and
right.
I think people see that, and when they say, hey, when it comes moving day or when it comes to doing something else and they learn a little bit more about U-Haul, they'll use the U-Haul product just that much more.
I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would agree. So you had Heidi. We were talking about you've had some press coverage on this.
Yes.
Of course, on the air, at least up here in the Sacramento area.
Yep.
And then paper as well.
And in Santa Cruz, in some of the grants areas, we've gotten, again, Cal Recycle has been very excited about this program. They've invested in 5 major grants, about $250,000 of fee money to this program to roll it out. We've even designed a TV commercial with John Laird, as Secretary of Natural Resources here in the state of California, California Department of Conservation, and he was on the beach with the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts in Santa Cruz and showing people, about Refuel Your Fun and why it benefits even like scout troops. If you think about how much they reuse those, they use those cylinders, and now they can refill them and save, again, the scout troops money. But if everyone can help us out there, if you think of anyone you know who's a chef who might use them, a plumber, somebody who tailgates, somebody who camps, let them know. Sierra Club outing groups, there's all kinds of hiking and biking groups that use these, and if the people who use them the most will actually benefit the most.
Absolutely.
And maybe some of John's friends, since he surfed a lot along the beach areas, he probably has some local people in that area.
Yeah.
Right, John?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I graduated high school from San Clemente High down in Southern California. So,
there you go.
Perfect.
He just wanted to move inland.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, all of my old surfer buddies have already hit me up on, where to get these, and I've told them where to go to get them at all of our U-Haul facilities that are in the area and everything like that. So, and there'll be more areas coming in really soon.
Now, if someone were to go to the website, uhaul.org or uhaul.com, probably, right? uhaul.com?
I would direct them to uhaulpropane.com.
Okay, uhaulpropane.com. And then they can find their locations of the U-Haul dealers that actually have these stations to refill.
Anybody in California that sells propane right now have these cylinders at their facilities at this specific time. We are currently working on a new website, a new landing page for the 1 pound refillables specifically, and that'll be updated with a link to that from uhaulpropane.com as well.
Great. Okay. So uhaulpropane.com is a place to go to get your start if you're looking for where you can find the local or closest U-Haul dealer for you to get these refillable containers.
Or you can go to refuelyourfun.org, and we're keeping that map as current as we daily, actually, as we add new retailers. Yeah.
Refuelyourfun.org.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. And do you guys, anything coming up further on down the line, John? Anything else? John?
Yeah, we do. We do plan on moving these 1 pound refillables outside of California very soon.
Awesome.
We're learning a lot about the tank, the valves, and the business practices right now in California, and I can expect to see these going outside of California in the near future.
Boy, if you can get it to past California regulators, that's probably, I would think, typically more strict than other states. And so once you've kind of passed that threshold, hopefully other state regulators would be accepting of it.
Yeah, and I'd just like to point out, this is a great public-private partnership. We have worked with Camps Propane, with U-Haul, with a lot of these retailers locally, the RV stores, etc. And we're a nonprofit, and we work with the state agencies who fund us. But we developed this campaign with the grants, but we did it with the counties and the cities who got the grants, and then worked with the retailers. So it's kind of the best of. This is how it can work when everybody works together towards the same goal. Right. So. And I think we all talk about public-private partnerships, but we don't see them working very well often.
This is one that's working great.
It's fantastic.
Well, thank you, John and Sperry, for joining us today. I really appreciate you guys calling in. Sorry we couldn't get you on earlier, but we're glad we got the chance to talk to you, and you guys can talk to us about what U-Haul's doing. It's a great thing. We're really happy that you guys are a part of it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you.
And Heidi, thanks for joining us today on the show. Appreciate having you on again.
Always happy to be here.
For Rick Fergerson, I'm Mark Bellows. We're listening to Beyond the Numbers on Money 105.5 FM. We'll see you next week.